Once Upon a Time in Gaming. We review games from our past, see if they live up to our memories, and ultimately determine if they're SmackCertified. Now, my name's David. We have Rich at RichTendo, Brad at RBJR Gaming. We have Jared at Just Jawed.
Nothing.
And then if you hear a voice in the background, that's our producer, Papa Rich. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello.
Now, the reason I'm kicking off this conversation is I am the one who chose the game for the week prior to my trip to Hawaii. And the game is ESPN NFL 2K5. This game is both for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. Now, I do want to start off with Jared. I do want to see where, after 15 years of not playing the game, where does the music and the atmosphere hit you the best? Or
The best part about this game is by far the sound. Okay. Absolutely.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Just crop out the last video, put that in.
So basically, the one knock against Madden is the announcing is atrocious. Basically, I always tell Brad all the time, is when it sounds like they're talking in two separate rooms. One person will say something, other person says something.
Like
2K5, they're actually having a conversation. The announcing is superb. The best part about any NFL game, 2K, is the announcing by far. You got Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Stevens and Peter O'Keefe can never go wrong with those two guys.
That's not their actual
names.
names.
I think one guy's named like Jay Stein. I don't know the other.
Wait, is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think the other one was something Feldman.
Yeah, Ben Feldman.
Okay. That's what it is.
That's the best part of the 2K series is the announcing by far.
Okay.
So it actually sounds like you're watching a game. Unlike Madden, they'll just say phrases and it doesn't even match. This actually has proper commentary.
Okay.
And they actually say jokes to each other. One wants to smack the other one in the mouth if you keep saying you can't coach that over and over again. By far the best part.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Heinz Field. My colleague here in the commentary booth is Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have a solid tackler on defense who does an excellent job pursuing the ball.
No doubt about that, Dan. These guys do an outstanding job of reading the offense and ripping it to shreds.
The music, you got the ESPN music. When you talk about Chris Berman, he goes to the halftime show. You got that ESPN music. It just brings back a lot of memories.
How does that go? Do you know?
I usually leave that to Richard.
Okay.
There
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
on the
really
spot,
good.
that's pretty good.
I didn't know I was going to do that today.
I thought you were having like a stroke or something at first.
So I would say by far it's the sound.
Okay. Now, did you have a chance to go into like maybe the crib and check out like the jukebox?
I did not do that.
Okay.
I was so into the commentary because it's funny that I didn't even get past the first game.
No, just to knock it. It's nothing special. So you're correct as far as the
crib?
music. The music is great as far as the background music, the announcing, but the crib, nothing to really look at there. But I was just curious your take on the 10 songs they had inside the building there.
Yeah, it's not like NBA.
Yeah.
Was it 2K with that Rudy song? Where we used to play that all the time. That was a good one.
Was it 2K6?
No Rudy in this one. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Brad. I wanted to get your opinion on kind of a dual topic here as far as graphics but also controls with the Xbox. You had the Xbox version, correct?
Yeah, I had the Xbox version. Just to piggyback off Jared, the sound is really good. Even like some of the sounds, like when players hit each other, like they're like, it actually sounds like players playing against each other. But in regards to graphics, Xbox and PlayStation 2, there's a huge difference. Not slight, it's huge. Whether it's like the full motion video that you get at the halftime show instead of stills, PlayStation 2 you get stills, Xbox you get like a full video. It's just the players almost look like old school PlayStation 2 Maddens where they're just like kind of really polygonal. Is that even a word?
Just
blocky.
blocky.
They're like really blocky. And you can like see, it sounds lame, but you can like see the triangle formations of like their body. Mm-hmm. And on Xbox, everything's a lot smoother. I don't know if the frame rate's different, but it feels like it is. Other than that, graphics, they hold up just because of the sound, because the commentary is good and the flow of the game is pretty good. But there is some animations that just drive me insane. One of them is like you can hit a guy, and I don't know, it's like he does a shoulder charge, and if you can literally push the Y button for like the trucking, if you're on Xbox, and it's
Triangle,
the guy just falls off, like the same animation, like over and over. So that kind of takes you out of it, but you get it because the game was made. And
2004.
Producer Rich, when was the game made?
It was released on the 20th of 2004.
Yeah, so
July 20th, 2004,
Yeah.
February 4th, 2005 for Europe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, for a game that's basically 18 years old, coming up on 18 years old, like that's, it holds up pretty well. It did take me out of it a little bit in regards to the controls because, well, two reasons. I was playing with some really beat up controls. I was playing with the Duke control.
Oh, yeah.
And it just felt like, I guess, doing like your hot routes as the quarterback, like everything felt really clunky. So like that took me out of it a little bit. But I don't know. It's a like we just said, it's an 18-year-old game. So what about you, Rich? Did you touch any of the controls or?
So I played the PlayStation 2 version.
Okay.
And I was confused because I'm used to playing the newer Madden, so I'm trying to hit like certain buttons to do certain hot routes and things. I didn't like that triangle was back. That confused me a little bit. I was used to like a B button being back.
Yeah.
It felt a little off, but the actual gameplay was solid. Music was good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Better than a lot of the new Maddens. That's how I felt about it. So it was nice going back. I know, so far so good on it anyway.
Yeah, I got nothing else on controls and graphics, so I mean, it holds up for me.
I think the
my
graphics
only
still hold
knock-
up, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I think the graphics still hold up. I mean,
Mhm.
you look at it and the physics of it, a lot of it, it's still pretty good.
And when we say hold up, I think we're talking about, is it playable still? Like, does it
Yeah.
not take you out of it? Obviously, we're comparing to Madden of this year, the 23 game. It's
Yeah.
nowhere near the same
Oh, of course
graphics.
not,
Of course,
yeah.
it couldn't be, but definitely holds up in regards to not taking you away from the game's
Yeah, it's
playability.
definitely, if you compare it to Madden 2005, it's not even close. Madden's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, they so much so that they pretty much bought the rights to NFL so they couldn't make any more games because that's how scared they got.
Now, the only thing I challenge you for the graphics part is if you watch them do the coin toss, look at their shadows.
Oh,
It's,
yeah, I
it's
did see
pretty
that.
awful.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did see
yeah.
that,
It's just
I do have
all
a
shoulders. Yeah.
quick note on cost whenever you get there, so if you want, just let me know.
Yeah, go with the cost.
Well, I have that when it released, it was $19.99, which
The dollar amount. Yeah.
yeah, it was $20. It was $20. It was a $20 game, and the Madden was $49.99, and I guess it says a sports developer said that it scared the hell out of them, so they reduced the Madden to $29.99. So it was
I didn't know that.
It was the first game that they released it at $19.99.
I know that it was released at 20 because they did it with all their games. They did it
Right.
with the baseball game
Exactly.
as well. But I don't remember Madden going cheaper. I mean, we wouldn't have bought it regardless. Madden is just
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, it went from
Copy and
$49.99 to
You only-
$29.99.
You only buy Madden because that's all there is
Yeah.
now, pretty much,
pretty much.
I
It's
do
all-
think it's important to note that so the game came out in July, as we mentioned, and then December of that same year, 2004, that's when Madden got the licensing agreement with the NFL and the NFLPA to basically make it so that they only can be the only actual football game. So it might be a price thing where they saw they couldn't
Yeah.
compete with the graphics, the features of 2K, along with the price point of $20 to maintain their franchise.
It actually was the sixth installment and the last to use the official license until there's supposedly a new one coming out in 2022. So,
Oh, okay.
They pushed that to 23, I believe.
oh, did
Yeah,
they?
it was supposed to be for
Yeah.
March of 22.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing that holds up about it is you can see that whoever, and that's pretty much all 2K games. I guess you can say the new NBA games are kind of copy and paste too, but those older 2K games, like you can feel, I don't want to say feel, but you can literally visually see the love that they had in like making these sports games, whether it be the sideline reporters and, oh, who do you want to look out for in this game? And like they'll actually show the stats that you've done through the season. And you're probably going, well, Madden, like they do that. And it's like, yeah, but 18 years later, they're doing this in 2004. Like that's crazy.
I do like the way they added fans. Like you'll see him and like the
fans,
guy almost trips over the other guy's foot
Yeah.
trying to get to his seat. I mean, little things like that makes it. I think you can design your own fan, can't you?
I don't believe
Or is that
so.
Madden?
I
One
would
of the
say-
games you can design your own fan.
I would say no.
I
I
would
would do
make
it pretty
him-
extensively. I don't think I saw that feature.
Oh,
for,
okay.
I would
2K.
make him so overweight and ugly.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Set to go with Week 2 of the NFL on ESPN. Hi everyone, I'm Chris Berman. Week 1 certainly had its share of surprises. Will Week 2 continue in that vein, or will things start to even out a bit? We'll see. We've got an excellent early season matchup for you here. Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens.
one of the selling points they had in this one is you can play against the celebrities.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
and,
Carmen
that
Electra
was
right
kind
now.
of yeah.
Well,
Jamie,
celebrities, right?
Yeah,
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 Jamie,
Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy,
Yeah.
Steve-O, David Arquette, Funk Master Flex and or Carmen Electra.
Was Funk Master Flex ever a celebrity?
Yes. They had him in celebrity games, I
In
think.
2004, probably.
But what has he done? I don't even know what he's
I
done.
have no idea.
What is he?
I mean, it's the same as Carmen Electra and
Yeah, but
Kennedy,
what is he?
Richard knows.
I don't even know who he is.
Funk Master
Did
Flex.
you do something with cars?
No, that was Exhibit.
No, I know.
You didn't know him.
That was Pimp My Ride. Yeah. No, Funk Master Flex.
He's the one who looks like London Fletcher, right?
Think so. Yeah.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
teeth.
Yeah.
Great teeth.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to kind of go back a little bit to some features of the game, which is the first thing I did. So when I jumped back in the game, I didn't go right to playing a game. I went to what they have, the crib. And I mentioned this when we did our last video with me in it. Basically, the crib, you can design a living space with whatever you want. You could put all Niner stuff, which is exactly what I did. You can kind of put a motorcycle in the hallway, jerseys. There's games on there that you actually can play. They have the flip football. They have air hockey. They have darts. So it's a lot of interactive pieces that really add texture to the game rather than just being specifically football. And you'll see that kind of with the 2K basketball games, not in depth with adding, but kind of designing a little bit
Your
of your
gym,
living
yeah.
location, the gym, stuff of that nature. The other little nugget is it was ESPN's 25th anniversary as far as being the worldwide leader in sports. So they had the little addition where you can play moments in history that were exciting.
Oh.
So like the Immaculate Conception. You have the catch with the Niners versus the Cowboys. So essentially, you won't be able to do the exact same thing, but the time. So it's fourth quarter, 30 seconds left, stuff of that nature. Really kind of brings you back to the history of the game.
Wasn't it the Immaculate Reception?
Reception? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you said conception,
Yeah.
like pregnancy.
I wasn't going to say
birth of
anything, but I
football.
wasn't going
I
to.
think you were
might as
talking
well.
about Jesus. Different. I think.
That's
Yeah.
the other show.
Whole different time.
I do remember we would spend a lot of time in the crib for, I don't know why.
I love the crib.
Yeah, we had so many random things in there.
I
You
remember
put the
having like
paper
just
football.
random jerseys, right?
Yeah, I just had like
random.
random ones because you just get
Yeah.
whatever you can get. I wasn't trying to match everything like this guy. Everything's Niners, everything's red.
There was one that wasn't, and I had a jersey. It was Chad Ochocinco for some reason. Not really sure why, but
Well, it would have
Alwa-
been Chad Johnson at the time.
I always remember
You're
always
right.
had Fred Taylor.
That's
Always. I don't
over
know
two.
why. I don't know if he was cheap to get or what. I always
Nah.
had Fred Taylor.
You just liked him.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, this also had first-person football.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That was
It's a big
kind of
feature.
cool until like you'd get so disoriented. You're like, how did I miss that tackle?
So what's first-person football?
Basically, just the way it sounds. Like
Yeah.
you see your face mask, and you like if you're playing defense, you're running towards the ball. You push Y to catch it. It's kind of hard.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
narrows
I
your
don't think
vision.
that ever took off though, because I don't remember it being in any other game. I remember, I think
Well,
it was
they stopped doing
2K4
the
maybe and
football
2K5.
games,
No,
so-
but any other game tried that. Any other football game tried that.
Yeah. What was another thing that they had on there?
A tournament mode, so we can play like almost like abbreviated playoffs if we wanted to do something
Oh.
from 4 to 16 teams.
Weekly preparation. That was like the
Yeah.
first game I knew where you can actually set like your practices, what you're doing for film. The problem is every time I did it, I guess I'm a terrible coach. All my players' ratings would go down, so then I would just get murdered in the following week.
Remember we would write down our draft board, like we're going to the draft, and we'd write everything down and see how good our drafting was. And then when you get them on the team, they're trash. Like, oh,
Yeah.
guess
Well,
I
I
didn't know how to
did
draft.
Similar, where I wrote it down but
Uh-huh.
didn't save it, so then I go back,
Oh,
I
okay.
can redraft the better players. So
Oh, well, Jared and I did it one time because we'd play two-player. I think we'd pick like the Lions or somebody terrible. Sorry if you're a Lions fan. And we would write them all down, and then we didn't realize if you pushed on like right joystick to the right, it had all the players you scouted. And we were
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know, yeah.
wow, we just wasted all of our time.
So you can go to different like lower ranked guys or check their combine stat. I think you got to unlock certain things. You can't just see it, right?
Yeah. Well, it gives you like the base
Yeah.
things, and then if
And
you
that
put more hours,
gives you their
then-
weaknesses and strengths and stuff.
I don't think we got there, but I think Mel Kiper's in it too when you actually do the draft. Am I mistaken?
No, that's the head coach game. He actually talks.
Not Mel Kiper Jr.? I'm pretty,
No, I don't think he's in
fact
that.
check
Yeah, no, I think that's entirely wrong.
Okay.
I think it's Trey Wingo.
No, he's in
yeah, he
it.
does like injuries
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. So it feels like you're watching NFL Live. What about you? You got anything?
I got nothing.
No.
I didn't play it as much as you guys did back in the day. I feel like I say that with a lot of these games,
Yeah.
but the best part for me, because like back in 2005, I can like picture what I was doing, and football was, it's still a big part of our lives. But back then, I feel like we were, really, really getting into it. So when you're able to play that video game, and then see, Berman and Wingo and those guys talking, and then you feel like you're drafting or playing, it really kind of just made you feel like you're a part of the NFL. It made you fall in love with the game more, or with the NFL more. Whereas now when I play a Madden, I get mad at the game. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have that same effect on me. So that's the only thing I would add to
And
that.
see players you don't even remember that were around in the league.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that was
forgot
fun.
about that guy.
Yeah, that was fun.
Or then you look at their ratings and they'll have like a guy who's trash, like rated really high. It's like, well, didn't turn out well for him after this season.
Yeah, like there was one, obviously, because I was playing with the Steelers, and Ike Taylor was rated 43. And I'm like, that guy was like our starting
43.
corner for like 7
Well,
years.
it was funny because they probably have a certain rating they have to go by for each team, because if you
Yeah.
look at the Colts, Peyton Manning's rated like 98, Marvin Harrison's 100, and then they have the highest rated player in the game,
lowest, yeah.
and then the lowest with Tom Arth, who's like 37.
Yeah.
So they have to like balance it.
I feel like that's disrespectful at some point.
I-
Fast 50.
Very
I
disrespectful. yeah.
do remember Richard made a character one time, and it was an offensive lineman.
Was that Dax Dirt?
Yeah.
That
was
was
Dax
Dax Dirt.
He was
a mutter.
nasty. Oh yeah.
He was a
yeah.
mutter.
He
What was he, left tackle?
I want to say he was a guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a no. He could have been I don't remember
I
exactly.
think he was a guard.
But
He was in those trenches.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that name. I don't know why I came up with Dax Dirt, but man, who I made another
Jake
guy.
Scott was your quarterback.
Yeah,
He
because
had
I
like
was
30 picks.
Well, I think I liked Back to the Future back then, and I was like Jake Scott. I thought
Yeah.
that would be cool, and
Yeah.
because I was trying to be like Berman, and it wasn't.
he had like
that
30
cool.
picks.
Yeah.
You just kept throwing interception to interception.
Yeah, and I think Dax Dirt was I Cleveland Brown?
No, I
feel
thought
like
you
it
were
was
the Jet.
Browns.
For some reason, I was thinking
It
you
was
were
never the
Jets.
Jets. Never the Jets.
Jets,
That's
Jets,
never,
Jets.
never the Jets. I want to say it was a Brown.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it was a
So
Brown.
I do know that, and you guys know him, Daniel. One of my friends does this as well. Is if I'm playing with a rookie player, and I make like a terrible read and I throw a pick, I go, "Well, he's a rookie. Like, oh, he's gonna make mistakes." Instead of being like, "No, I made a terrible read and threw a pick." Like I put it on the fact that he's a rookie. It's like
That would
you're
be
the
a cool thing
idiot
that they can put in the
throwing
game. Maybe you know what I mean. If you are a rookie, you might have thought he was open, but he wasn't really open, and you just didn't see it. You were seeing ghost out
Talk about rage quitting. That's gonna.
there. A little too advanced. What else you got, Dave?
I mean, other than that, I mean,
You didn't ask me any questions. To be fair,
Well, they asked you
he got
questions.
sound. He got
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Well,
He got
actually,
graphics.
I was really
I didn't
interested
get
in the
anything.
fact that you were against the game when it first was stated. And I
I'm
just really
still-
want to get your overall feel when you first turned it on. You maybe you're apprehensive. Once you got into it, did that change?
So, I didn't. I wasn't excited to play it. I was
Yeah.
very clear about that. After playing it, I still wasn't excited to play it. It was fun, but it didn't. It was good. It was good. I'm more into like real football now. You know what I mean? Like actually
Like live,
watching
yeah.
the NFL versus playing it. But I think I stand by my sentiment. I like what you did. You tied it in. Football season started, so you tied it in there. That was cool.
Did we get the Metacritic score on it? What was the Metacritic score on it? Do you remember?
Producer Rich, you got the.
Yeah, you have for the PS2, it was a 90 out of 100.
Wow.
That's
And
pretty high.
Xbox was 92 out of 100.
So that must have been one of the highest rated games.
I think it's because one of the reasons is because you have the videos during halftime instead
Yeah.
of stills.
in the graphics,
In the graphics,
sharper
yeah.
graphics. So
But still, 90 out of 100.
Wow.
Like now you know why.
I remember going
like
to
David
Best
said
Buy.
that's probably why they paid to take it away
remember-
from 2K.
remember we went to Best Buy and they were advertising it. We're like, man, this game is amazing, because this is before like the internet. You can just check things. So we
Yeah,
saw it at Best
word of
Buy.
mouth.
Yeah, and I remember he started playing. I don't know if you guys remember this. He picked the Redskins. So he started doing the first person football. I'm like, what is this? But I remember seeing this. Like, man, these graphics are insane, and it's only $20. And us not having a job, he might have had a job, but us not having a job, we're like, that's only $20. Convinced him to buy it for us, and we played it like religiously.
Yeah, I was probably still crapping my pants at the time.
It's 2004.
Or 2004, so
yeah,
we'd be
15.
like,
That's about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
so I mean, we played it nonstop, and then we would be at your house, and you didn't know we were there,
Yeah.
and we hear you banging on the
yeah.
the floor upstairs because you
Second
threw a
floor.
pick or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
threw a pick
All
or something.
bad plays, you know what
yeah,
I'm doing.
you hear you
Bang, bang.
banging on the floor.
It was 2 bangs if I threw interception,
Oh,
and
okay.
3 bangs for a fumble.
Yeah. Well, there is one aspect of this game, and not to try to deter anybody from playing it, but don't play on legend difficulty unless your
of
team is
course.
like basically maxed out, because it is almost unplayable. Like you need 4. You can have like Troy Polamalu and Joey Porter hitting, I don't know, Jamal Lewis, or even a terrible running back, like,
Get blown up.
and then he just trucks both of them and then runs 80 yards, and they're just faster than you, and it's like it's just dumb. But I don't know. That's me being petty. So.
But see, we used to play fantasy draft though, where you remember you
Yeah.
used to do that. I remember you were, I think you were Ray. No, you were Brian Dawkins,
Brian Dawkins.
and he was Ray
Yeah.
Lewis.
No.
Zach Tom?
Oh, Zach, you were somebody, and you were leading the.
Yeah, it was
Somebody was
leading
leading the league in tackles, and then they
That
went
was
to
me.
injured reserve,
Yeah.
and your stats were just
Made
erased.
the mistake of putting on the IR, and they disappeared.
I won defensive MVP. But
Yeah.
Still got it. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but I'm very much like when you play sports games. Like, I actually, when I first turned it on, I think it took me 45 minutes to an hour to just get out of like my roster and like making and wheeling and dealing and doing stuff like that. I always do that. I don't know if you guys are the same way.
I didn't for this game. I normally do try to rearrange, but I had a bunch of save files from the past, so I pretty much had that save ready to go. I had some creative players. I made Alex Smith,
Wow.
Patrick
You
Willis.
had to make Alex Smith. How old is it?
It's the year before he got
Yeah,
Was he
drafted.
the year
because
before?
Alex Smith
Yeah.
was the following year, yeah. Because
So-
if you play 2K4, it doesn't have Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
If you try to make his name, it stops at like Bert. It's his last name's too long.
So a lot of my players have no faces. It just literally says no photo underneath.
And the
it,
one
so.
thing about me about it, and I know it's nitpicking, is Larry Fitzgerald's picture is you can see there's mics under his face.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't get an actual picture of him, like a regular one. So there's like
when he's
mics.
doing
It was
the
like at the
interviews.
combine or something.
Yeah, you see there's like bottom or the top of the mics just below his face.
That guy probably lost his job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause of that.
Upsetting.
But overall, I mean, I think I enjoyed the game. I do want to go over the ratings at this point and see if we want to get it SMAC certified. But
So
I don't
what
wanna
did
be
it?
the first.
What's it go for now though?
Oh yeah, did we get the price on that?
The prices for it on eBay.
Yeah.
Xbox, you're looking about $9.99 to $13.05, and on
Dirt cheap.
PlayStation 2, you're looking at about $9.49 to $15.45. So that's pretty much an average.
Interesting.
Don't go to Amazon. I think I saw it for like almost $29.99. So.
Wow.
Really?
Maybe that was sealed.
Sealed.
And
maybe.
Maybe.
and keep in mind
Maybe.
these are complete, not sealed, but with the book and everything.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the only way I look them up.
And do we know how many copies they sold?
Yeah, I actually have that here somewhere. They had sold. Let's see if I can find it.
I'm gonna
It sold
guess
1.7 million copies and generated $33 million in revenue by the July 26th. So 2 years in, it was 33 million revenue.
Jeez Louise. How old did I sound? Jeez Louise. What a loser. I'm going to take a sip of this, and
Yeah.
you can keep going on.
Is that a big enough mug?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now Jared, we know what you think about the music.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have an idea of what you think about the game. Do you believe it's SMAC certified though?
So
For PlayStation is what you played.
Oh, I had
so.
for PlayStation. So like I was saying before, the graphics still hold up pretty well. Obviously, the announcing that's always gonna hold up. Now, him saying, hopefully you got the VCR running stuff, it's gonna be a little dated, but the actual banter back and forth, that alone makes it SMAC certified for me.
Okay.
Now, this game is what he said it was about $13 on the high end.
I think it was 15 for
If you
PlayStation.
overbid like you
So
normally
like
do,
15.
yeah.
So I would drop 25 in this game and still be happy about it. So
See,
Guy's got it.
hey, he knows what he
he
wants.
sticks to the script.
yeah,
you know?
so I SMAC certified this one absolutely.
Awesome. That's fun.
So feel good about you made a good pick.
Okay, that's one so far. Brad.
Okay, it's definitely a good pick because obviously we love football,
Yeah.
and it's like probably one passion that we all agree upon. I played the Xbox version with the full motion video halftime. Some of the gameplay, like I said, I just jumped back in on Legend, so that probably upset me a little bit. Seeing the old players, I guess rehashing it. Yeah, I definitely have to agree with Beret Jared and SMAC certified.
That's finally how long it took you to say
know,
something about the beret.
honestly,
The whole
That's
thing.
nice for you to
Finally
say
said
that
something about the
right away.
beret.
It's awesome. But a beautiful beret. Again,
you.
happy birthday. Sorry I missed it.
Yeah, sure you are.
Oh. Hawaii was great.
Hawaii was more important
Yeah,
than my birthday.
well,
Okay.
It was a wedding, so anyway.
The wedding was like 4 days. Like you were there for a week before the wedding even happened.
Wait,
That's
was
a
it
whole
was it
other-
your
doesn't
for your
matter.
wedding or?
No, not at all.
I know. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't tell you if it was.
If it was for his wedding
I know,
and you
okay.
were here filming on your birthday,
know.
yeah.
Wait, all three of us would have been there. What is our relationship with him?
Whoops.
So I guess that goes to me. Is it SMAC
Yeah.
certified? No, it's not SMAC certified.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
It's
You didn't
it's
hesitate.
it's a good old football
You
game.
wouldn't spend $10 on this game?
No.
So what would have made it SMAC certified? What would it have to change to make it SMAC certified? Because I feel like you're way
No-
off on this one.
Okay.
just
You should be
digging.
ashamed. You
He's
should
digging.
actually
He's
be
digging.
ashamed. You should be ashamed.
No. Here's the thing. This is a game that you find in a bargain bin at a thrift store.
Oh.
So $3, $4, $5, cool. They're a dime a dozen. They made millions of copies. They sold millions of copies. They're all over the place. It's a good football game. It's not. There's nothing. Okay, when I picture SMAC certified, I picture somebody watching this video and then going out and having to get this game. It's not
Okay.
that at all. To me, it's a good football game. If you want to hook up your old Xbox or PS2 for some people with newer TVs, it's going to be a pain in the butt to do. Then you got to. It's just not SMAC certified. It's good. I like it. It's just not SMAC
He
certified.
just wasn't happy to play it from the beginning, so I
Yeah,
feel like that
he
kind
was-
of. But that's your what you want to do. That's fine.
Don't ask me my opinion and then get mad about it. Here we go
We're
again.
attacking him.
Well, I do have to ask.
Yeah.
Did you already decide this before you played the game?
Yeah.
I was leaning one way. I
Okay,
will not tell
that's
you
fair.
which way.
No, that's
but
fair.
yeah,
It's absolutely
That's fair. We all do that.
yeah.
I mean, my answer, and I said last time, but it is obvious here. With the features that they put in the game, the extra features, the crib, all the stuff you can do on top of it, first-person football, the way honestly with the motioning of the players on offense and defense was very easy for me compared to Madden. Sometimes you have to kind of look it up and figure out how to move a player around. Chris Berman, there's a lot of positives and in my mind very few negatives, even if you include the graphics not being up to par. This game for me is 100% SmackCertified.
Lewis carries it for the 12th.
What? Shocker.
Yeah, right. And that says a lot because David doesn't spend money on anything.
Yeah.
True. That's
So
Well, I have 2 copies of this game. Both
Wait,
for
but, wait,
Xbox.
but hang on. If
Wait, why
you
do you have
had
two
to go,
copies?
let's say,
One
how about
wasn't
this?
working.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we know that he's cheap. So is he only Smack certifying because he already had it? How about this?
I'd buy it again.
Okay, he answered my question.
I-
Could have let
well,
it finish to make it go back.
yeah, I'm sorry for the suspense. I would buy it only on Xbox though.
Yeah.
he doesn't have a PS2.
I do have a PS2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Wow.
So we got stuck. We got stuck with the
Going back.
PS2.
Okay,
version.
so
We're 3 out of 4.
Smack certified, trash, Smack
Yeah.
certified.
You didn't say
Okay.
trash. You just said not certified.
Well, either way, I just didn't want to have to go through the whole thing of saying not Smack certified. Now we just did. So there you go, not Smack certified.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have never been able to make Dax dirt if you didn't have that game.
I can make Dax Dirt in Madden 2020. What's
Do
the
you have Madden
difference?
2020?
Wouldn't be the same. He
I
wouldn't.
don't. But if
Okay,
I
well,
did,
then
it'd be
do it.
$4
And
from
you
the
have to
bargain
wait
bin.
for it to install like 60 or 70 gigs. Come on, dude. You just
But at
plug in
least it's
2K5.
HDMI straight to my my TV.
Yeah, but Dax dirt was
Kinda
a
sound like
mother.
a snob right
He
now.
wouldn't-
Whatever.
72-inch OLED.
Oh no, with my surround sound.
Wait, do you have an OLED?
No, I do not.
I want one really bad.
I don't have an OLED.
Christmas hint.
All right. So now I believe Jared, it's your week, right? For game of the week.
It is.
Oh, and I believe it's a Halloween theme.
It's definitely themed more towards that.
Okay. Do you want to give some descriptions?
So, before I even give any description, anybody kind of want to guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with him because you think you already know. So
Okay, I'm gonna guess it's Halloween themed.
Oh my
Nailed
Okay.
it.
god.
Nailed it.
it's not Contra.
I was gonna say Contra. I'd rather just be surprised.
Okay, you already kind of guessed something. I'm not saying if you're right,
Oh, okay.
but I don't want you to.
Don't say it?
Don't
Okay.
say it. I want to see what he says first.
Okay.
What console is it for?
No, you have to guess.
No, you have to tell me what console it's for.
Okay.
I asked.
It's between Xbox and Dreamcast.
Xbox and Dreamcast.
Can't be Contra.
House of the Dead
Which one?
2.
That's your guess? That was your guess too?
I can change mine, but that is my guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
you ruined it. It's House of the Dead too. But the thing is, like I said last time, you have to play 2-player.
We have to play 2-player.
So you got to get yourself a partner. I don't know who you're probably closer to me, so I guess
Dreamcast.
Does
that
anybody
make
have?
situation?
Does anybody
I
have
only
light
have a-
guns?
you don't have to use like use the
I
control.
know, but I feel like
We can all use my copy.
it's more.
But
it's more fun.
you only have a Dreamcast version, right?
Oh, that's all I made.
Why'd you say Dreamcast and Xbox?
Well, because it was between.
House
I
of
was
the
trying
Dead
to
3?
give you a House of the Dead 3. I was trying to not say just
range,
Dreamcast.
yeah.
Saying it's between those two consoles.
that was confusing.
We actually have an arcade pad if you wanted to use that.
We do.
Yeah, it's right behind you.
And
now.
Wait,
guys-
actually,
you guys call me
wait a minute.
smug and-
Wait a minute. I actually
I
think
apologize for that.
for the Switch, I think I do have it for the Switch. There's a
Yeah, so do
2
I.
and 3, so we can.
That's the one that I told you I was never going to open and keep it sealed. Good way to make me
No.
open it.
2 and 3. There's like a redone version. For
Oh.
not for the Switch. I'm sorry, for the Wii. Did I say the Wii or Switch?
You said Switch.
Okay, for the Wii.
I think we have the Wii one.
So we can do that and the Dreamcast one. Whatever would be easier for you.
I think they might have remastered some of them for some other consoles as well.
They just did it for the Switch, but I haven't opened it, and I
Yeah,
heard
same
that.
here.
I heard that version is pretty garbage.
Really? You
Yeah,
would
the
think that
controls
the
are
Switch would
trash.
be able to handle- Oh, I can see the controls
So-
being tough. Yeah.
We're gonna have
Imagine
so
a light gun on a Switch.
I don't.
be
So,
so
you
lame.
definitely don't have a copy.
No.
Cheap bastard. Do you have a copy?
Negative.
You
I
don't?
think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find an old arcade that still has it. I think
That's
like
actually
some,
a good
I
idea,
feel
yeah.
like
Good
some
idea.
old pizza places, like New York Pizzeria, probably has it, and I'll burn some
Well, I should have
quarters in
thought
there.
this out before I picked this.
Okay, Jared, I have a question. So why did you make this pick?
Great question. So we used to play it a lot.
It's just a
We used to. It was. Come on, it's only a second video. Come on, man. Be nice.
Third. Yeah.
Third. We used to play this a lot when we were kids. We used to go to. I think there's a place called Scandia at the time, and they had House of the Dead 2.
Yeah.
And at this point, these type of games weren't. What's so funny?
It's clinking of this can.
These type of games you couldn't get at home. You had to go to the arcade, and if they had a port of it, like the original House of the Dead for Saturn, it was trash.
Terrible.
So you had to pretty much go to the arcade to play this game.
Yeah.
So I remember we went to Sears, bringing back Sears. Brad and I were looking at a magazine, and the Dreamcast just came out.
I regret you asking this question.
I'm actually still interested, so continue.
The Dreamcast just came out, okay? So we're looking at the magazine, and we're looking at all these games that are arcade games that you can literally play one-to-one ports at home. And House of Dead 2 was one of them. Why you gotta be a jerk, dude? Seriously.
Just messing
Come on,
with you.
seriously. Mr. Not Certified anything.
Oh, let's go. There we go.
So anyways, long story short, I already got past that point. Oh, it was too long already.
No, anyways, we're looking at the magazine.
Yeah, so we look at the magazines, and we see like Zombies Revenge and House of Dead 2, and these are like straight arcade ports, right, to Dreamcast. And so we're like, we wanted it from that point on. Because we played a lot of games together. He kind of did his own thing.
Yeah.
He played a lot of, like, I think he played racing games.
Yeah. Listen to Creed.
Rich
Yeah, lots of
Tendo.
Creed.
So I played Nintendo.
Yeah, but he played, but
you
he was
really
playing, he was playing more like single player games too,
Yeah.
like SSX and.
Fair.
So we would play everything together. So we were like, we got to get this. Of course, we're little kids. We don't know money. So somehow, I don't know, we swindled somebody to get us a Dreamcast. That was,
It was our aunt.
It was our aunt.
Yeah, Trisha.
That was the first game we got. Was House of the Dead.
It's a good game.
We actually bought Typing of the Dead
The
on
first
accident.
one or the second one?
House of the Dead 2. We actually bought the Typing of the Dead
Yeah.
on accident. Had to go back to I think it was Toys R Us at the time. You get the ticket and go to the cage. We had to go back, which kind of regret it because that game's worth like $200 now. So we went and got House of the Dead 2, and we played that religiously. We could never beat it because we're little kids. We couldn't beat it, and then we finally found a way to actually earn more credits in the game to actually beat it. And I remember we would like nonstop play that game. He wasn't really into it. And then I remember you would come over and you guys and we would
Play
play.
sparingly, yeah.
Yeah, we'd play it. But
I remember we would die so much on. You get to one of the final levels, and there's like this car that swerves, and there's like a zombie on the cover of it, or like on the hood. And
Oh,
we would
yeah.
always miss that guy, and we would die there every single time. It just drive me insane.
yeah, we
Side
didn't
note.
really play with light guns. I think you had a friend that lived around the corner that actually had a Dreamcast. He had a light gun. I think I borrowed it and used it once, and it was a big difference when you actually use a light gun.
I'm legit excited to play this one. I'm in the Halloween.
Are you
spirit.
sure you don't have a copy? I thought we went
I'm
and bought a
pretty
copy.
sure I don't.
Not when it's gonna open.
But I could. And it's probably
Yeah.
just messing. I'm pretty sure I don't.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
pretty
did.
sure I
That's
don't.
why I specifically chose it. I was like, okay,
No,
he has
this
a
is
copy.
this is a good one though. I'll go and
Because
spend
if
money
I'm
on
not
this one.
mistaken, this one only runs like $22, $23.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
So I have like I said, I have the Wii version. So I think it has 2 and 3 on it. So maybe one of. Do you guys have a Wii? No, you don't.
I don't have one.
You have a
I
Wii?
have a Wii, yeah.
So maybe I'll give you the
I've
Wii
got a lot of
version.
these consoles, just so you
It's
know.
a small Wii.
So, so we'll give you that. That's what we'll do. How about that?
That was good.
We could maybe give you the Wii version. You could play on the Wii because you don't have a Dreamcast, and then him and I could play the Dreamcast. We actually thing is we'll have to hook it up to a CRT because I remember we tried to play on a different TV, and remember it was like maybe like 8
You
years
can't
ago,
see the
and we couldn't
cursor,
see
yeah.
anything to shoot. Remember
okay.
they're like you don't remember that? They're like invisible. We couldn't figure out why. It's because we're playing on a plasma TV. I don't think they work.
Oh.
They have to work on CRT because of the flashing.
No, is
Oh,
this the
okay.
same House of the Dead where the civilians
Yes.
are like,
Yes.
help me?
Yeah, and if you shoot him in the face just to be a jerk, you lose life.
Yeah,
I
you
did
do.
an
You
accident.
lose. It's like a little torch.
No,
as
you
your
did on
life
purpose.
or something.
course.
I think no, never mind. I was gonna say I think the New York Pizzeria has one, or
They have the first one.
or the Straw Hat. But yeah, I think those are the original House.
Well,
of
I
the Dead,
want to
so.
buy the first one for Saturn, but I think it's going for like $500, and it's not a
Yeah.
very good port, so it's almost it's definitely not. That would definitely be SmackCertified.
Yeah, this is
Dude,
this is
good pick though. This is an
Yeah,
exciting pick.
like it.
This is probably the second best pick. Sonic
Universe
Adventure
Studios.
was the first.
Okay, where'd Universe
good pick.
Studios rank?
Slightly above 2K5.
Oh, okay, so you got the worst one
Slightly
now.
above 2K5, but I mean that's my opinion. Consensus would say Universal Studios was the worst.
That's true.
Okay.
Based
But
on
you
what
weren't
guys said.
here.
I'll
but
accept that,
based
yeah.
on you watched, I'm sure.
Maybe.
No, but this is a good pick. It's Halloween themed. I like it. I'm excited for my pick coming up too. Get ready, but I'm really happy with this one, Jared. Good job
So-
so far.
I don't know. Did you hear that?
It sounded like a fart. What did you guys fart?
I don't know what that was. I don't know if the mic's picked it up, but I heard that. But what about that Halloween '86 game I was talking about?
Did you see the link I sent you that was selling 85 and 86 complete in box? I sent you a link.
Yeah, but I didn't trust it.
Did
Kind
it
of looked
seem
sketchy.
it seemed sketchy, right?
Sketchy. Because everywhere I looked at it said it was like out of stock.
I'm down to play. I think it's haunted Halloween 86, something like that.
So,
it looks really cool.
I think I told you that last week. He wasn't here.
Yeah, he
that
wasn't
I actually got that
let him
with
look
the
at it.
box in a game store for like
Take a-
20
take a look.
bucks.
I've actually never seen it, so
It should have a book and everything in it.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
But
no,
maybe-
I think that's on the Xbox Marketplace too.
I think it's like probably like $5. So I think something maybe we can like stream that, play. I don't know how you would do that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll try to figure
I'm not
it
the
out.
tech guy, but maybe we stream that. We all play that together because I specifically bought that for Halloween like 5 years ago and just have not got around to playing.
Should we read a little bit of the intro of it?
Well, it's the sequel, so
Yeah, never
Don't
mind.
ruin it.
I don't want
then.
to ruin
Yeah,
85.
You're gonna
then,
ruin
yeah.
85.
It just says the curse of Possum Hollow.
So the good thing about
Maybe
this,
it's-
if people want this, they can actually get this off the marketplace.
Yeah, I saw that on Xbox and Switch. It was on sale a couple weeks ago for like $2.99. Normal price though is $9.99.
Well, see, if you're
$9.99.
if you're an achievement hunter, like pretty much everybody at
so
this
then
table,
I've played it then.
you could get it with achievements on Xbox.
Yeah, I like the portability of the Switch. So I would get, maybe while I'm at the movie theater, going to watch a new Halloween movie, play this.
I feel like that would fit the Switch better because I feel like with you have
What are you
you
saying,
see a
Brad?
Series X,
Jared.
like if
Sorry,
you have
I
I'm
called
saying
him
if you have
Brad.
like a Series
Yeah,
X,
makes more sense. Portable.
Playing this on a Series X, and if a Switch, this is like an old 8-bit
So
game
you're
portable.
saying that the Switch
It's crap
can
compared to
only
Series X, yes.
handle... Wow.
Yeah, it's crap compared to Series X.
No,
absolutely.
you need to play this in 240 FPS.
So I think this is something would be good to maybe try out. Like I said, I've never played it. I don't think I've only seen a couple of screenshots of it, and I just happened to walk into a game store and it was there. So that's why, let me just take
Yeah,
it.
we can dabble.
Not knowing it would probably be pretty hard to get because I looked on eBay and I found like only loose carts.
It's pretty cool because the card is actually orange. That's pretty neat.
Should we take it out?
Yeah,
take
check
it.
it out.
I'm pretty sure there's a book in there
I'll
too.
whip it out. Oh yeah, it is orange. Good call. Ooh,
It reminds me of that. Wasn't there like an orange Xbox back in the day?
There was.
like a see-through.
Yeah,
That's
see-through
well, I
orange,
think
that
Nintendo
kinda-
started that right, where everything was
Yeah.
see-through. Yeah, and then there's a cartridge and or like the sleeve to hold it.
And a pear tree? There's
Ah.
sleeping.
Oh my god!
Doesn't make you laugh.
I'll allow it. I'm gonna allow it.
Wrong season.
That was a good one.
Well,
Smug, huh? He says you're smug.
Anyway, I'm excited for this one, man. Not for this one.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sounds
Okay.
like
Well,
It
That
we
should
don't
be
know
fun.
yet.
But House of the Dead 2. I remember playing that one, so good memories of that one. I'm excited to
So like I
revisit.
said, we do have that arcade stick. Did we use it on that? I don't think I've ever used
I've
it.
used it before, yeah.
So we have the arcade
Okay.
stick. I think that thing probably goes for.
See, but I don't remember playing it on the arcade. I remember playing it on the Dreamcast with the controllers when you put the cord for the Dreamcast
Yeah.
underneath it
Yeah.
because it's at the
That's
bottom.
such a terrible.
Well, they couldn't
design,
put it on
man.
top because it's a VMU, so
Yeah.
I put it underneath.
But that's how I remember playing it, so that's how I want to play it again. I don't care about your little stick thing.
No, I'm just saying it was an option.
Oh,
You could maybe
it's
try it
cool.
out because that stick, I think maybe we probably used it once. It was
Yeah.
brand new in a
Yeah.
box, so I think we opened it, used it once for that, and that's it. But like I said, use the light gun; it's a completely different. It just changes it.
When you guys play it or display it, we'll show the arcade stick as well.
Okay.
I'll give you a price on that. as
Yeah,
well.
I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I remember the story about David's brother Sean playing like NES, and he just kept throwing VeggieTales.
Oh yeah.
He had like these little stuffed toys of like VeggieTales, and he would like throw it and hit the console, and it would freeze his game. It just popped in my head, and I was just laughing
Easy way to
because
shut it off. Yeah.
probably because I was like, if you're playing that, and then somebody hits it with a VeggieTale, it
So-
would be upsetting.
So I have no idea if this is good. No idea. So I'm hoping it's good because you guys will roast me for that. You guys will roast me for that too. Say you picked 2 crappy games or 3
No,
crappy
this isn't your pick
Yeah,
though. This is just
it's just
something
like
extracurricular.
Cool.
For the festive season.
What else we got? That it?
Yeah. Jared, do you want to take us out?
Yeah.
No, I think your show, David. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we did review today ESPN NFL 2K5. It was SmackCertified by 3 out of 4 of us. One really didn't like it. And then next week's game, which is Jared's pick, is House of the Dead 2. Thank you for watching.
All right, guys. So if you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. And if you would subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.